throttled. You better hurry up or you'll be late for school.
I'm through. Coming, Shrimp, or are you gonna cross the street by yourself?
No, I want to wait a minute till Daddy comes down. I want to ask him for something.
Like what?
Like a new pair of skates. I broke a wheel off my old pair.
You are going to ask Dad for a new pair of skates before he's even had his first cup of coffee?
That's right.
Ooh, kid, you must be in an awful hurry to lose your baby teeth.
What do you mean?
It is suicide to ask him for anything before he's had his breakfast.
It is?
Well, you got a lot to learn about parent psychology.
I do?
Do you know what word parents use more often than any other word in the English language?
No.
That's the word, no. When you ask a parent for something, the odds are they're going to say no, so you got to improve the percentages.
Well, how do you do that?
Kathy!
Yes,
Breakfast ready?
on the table.
I don't know why I'm going to stick my neck out for you, but I am. Now, don't ask him for the skates till I give you the nod, okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Dad.
Morning.
Morning, Daddy.
Morning.
How'd the show go last night?
Please, don't remind me.
Oh, tough audience?
It wasn't an audience, it was a jury.
Oh, they may have started out that way, but I'll bet before the night was over you had them in the palm of your hand.
You know your dad pretty good, don't you?
Oh, yes, sir, I certainly do. I mean, I know the way you work. You never quit.
Take a tip from me, son. Don't go into show business. Sure takes a lot out of you.
Oh, I don't know. You don't look like it's taking anything out of you. You look great. More handsome than ever.
Well, thank you, son. What do you mean, not yet?
Hmm?
What's not yet?
Oh, did that sound like not yet?
Yeah, it sounded like not yet.
No, I meant the knot you get.
The knot I get?
Yeah, the knot you get in your tie, the way you tie your tie.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I wish you'd show me how to tie 'em like that.
I will. Why don't you remind me some evening?
I will. You know, when you got a dad with good taste, why not take advantage of it? That's what I always say. Right, Linda?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is that coffee hot enough? Should I get you some fresh?
No, this is fine. This is fine. Thank you.
Good news. You got a letter from Uncle Tanous this morning.
Really?
Yeah, it's right there on top of the pile.
Well, that is good news.
You always enjoy hearing from Uncle Tanous, don't you?
Yes, I certainly do. He writes the most comical letters.
Kind of starts a day off right, doesn't it? Make
Yes.
things kind of bright and cheery.
Yes, certainly does.
Daddy, dear.
What is it?
Daddy, lover.
What do you mean he's gonna send me a cousin?
Daddy.
What do you want?
Can I have a new pair of roller skates?
No, you certainly cannot. Get out of here. My kids take advantage of me. My uncle takes advantage of me. Everybody takes it. Kathy! Kathy!
What are you, some kind of a nut?
What do you want from me? The wind changed. Well, I can't help it. Uncle Tanous wrote him something in his letter.
You're
He never
all right,
signed.
you did
Oh, come on.
Why does everybody take me for a patsy? Well, that's all I need to do is wet nurse some kid who wants to be a comic. Oh,
Oh, honey, it won't hurt you to devote a few hours to a relative.
few hours. You realize what this entails to take a green kid, polish his act, take him out and get managers to see him an audition, try to get him an agent, get him a few bookings, plus doing 3 shows a night? That old goat of an uncle of mine thinks I'm a machine. Holy smokes, why does he have to send a kid to me?
Well, after all, he is your cousin, and you know what they say, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah. You know what I say? We need thicker water and thinner blood. That's what I say.
Oh, Danny, stop growling. It wouldn't hurt you to give the boy a little help. Everybody needs some help one time or another.
It wouldn't hurt people to do things on their own either, you know.
Oh, honey, think a minute. Don't be such a grouch. You know, seems to me that both of us remember a certain fellow from Ohio with a funny nose who needed all the help he could get the first time he landed in the big town. He knocked around plenty looking for a break.
Yeah. I remember that pretty well.
Now look at him. One of the greatest comedians of our time. Known all over the world.
Oh, stop exaggerating.
Who's exaggerating? Everybody knows Bob Hope.
Yeah, that... Bob! Oh! Bob! Oh! Al.
Hi, Dan.
Kid get here yet?
No.
They told me at 1 o'clock.
Well, if we're lucky, maybe he got lost. Don't give me... Oh, Charlie, why do you drag me into your family problems? I got nothing to do but interview kids who want to be comics.
What am I going to do? He's my 5th cousin. I can't say no to a relative.
I can say no to him. I'm not a relative. I'm just a friend who would like to be a total stranger.
He's not like you. Here's a kid comes to the big town, his hat in his hand, begging for a break. It's going to hurt you to listen to him? Look, you might be discovering a new star.
Oh, come on.
Wait, it's happened before, you know. Matter of fact, you and I know pretty well who it happened to.
Yeah. I take it you're referring to that scared kid, fresh from Ohio? The one with the funny nose?
That's the one.
I gave him his first break.
Yeah, Charlie, and I'll always be grateful for that.
You'll always be grateful because I helped Bob Hope? By the way, your wife wants you to bring home 2 pounds of corned beef.
That's what I thought.
Oh, speaking of messages, Sam Weisbord called this morning. He wants you to appear in a benefit at the Madison Square Garden.
Wants me to appear at the garden?
Yeah.
He's out of his mind.
You're not going to do it?
Certainly not. Me do a solo comic act in front of 25,000 people over a loudspeaker system? I'll lay an egg big enough to feed them all.
Look, I know it's a tough house, but Sam said he's stuck. He needs another act.
That's too bad. Tell him they got the Marine Band or something, or a circus sideshow. Why didn't he get an elephant?
I told him that. That's when they thought of you. Maybe they saw you in profile.
Oh, shut up. Well, look, let's forget all about the Madison Square Garden. When the kid gets here, treat him gently, will you? Which is a cinch to be shy, especially in front of me. I mean, according to Uncle Tanus, he's got me on some kind of a pedestal.
Well, that's not unusual. You know, a lot of kids go in for some kind of hero worship.
Yeah. Some take Roy Rogers, others take Mickey Mantle, others take John F. Kennedy. He took me.
Well, sure. All the good ones were taken. You don't want to play the garden?
When I decide to commit suicide, I'll play the garden.
Yeah. Okay, send him in. He's here.
Be nice to him, here. Well, Don, how are you, son? Haven't seen you in a long time. How are things at home?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Now, don't you worry. Don't be nervous. I'm going to do everything I can to help you.
Uncle Tanus had to say shukran.
You tell him I said, Mafi shukran ala alwajib. Now, come and meet Mr. Helper, who owns the Copa.
Glad to meet you.
My cousin, Don Petty.
Glad to meet you, Dan.
Sit down, son.
Make yourself right at home.
Look, Tanus didn't say much about you in the letter, so suppose you, fill us in, huh?
Yeah, why don't you? What do you do? Sing, dance, tell jokes?
Now, don't be nervous, son. You tell Mr. Helper what you do.
Well, it's not what I do. It's how I do it.
How do you do it?
Sensationally.
And what is it you do so sensationally?
I sing like Crosby, I dance like Astaire, and I tell jokes like Hope.
You do?
A little frightening, isn't it?
I suppose you also play drums like Krupa, clarinet like Goodman, and piano like Previn.
I don't know. I never tried.
Just one more question, Mr. Wonderful.
What's that?
How long have you had this terrible inferiority complex?
Beg your pardon?
Son, why don't you, show us a little of what you do instead of just talking about it, huh?
You mean audition?
You don't have to audition the whole act. Just do 1 or 2 unforgettable moments. Why don't we lie down on the floor so we won't have too far to fall when we faint?
Well, I don't see any reason for me to audition.
Well, I'd like to see what you do so I can help you.
Oh, I don't need any help. The act is perfect. I'm ready for stardom.
I'm not so sure stardom is ready for you.
All I really need is a booking. I'll take care of the rest myself.
A booking. Where do you suppose would be a nice place for him to start?
The gorilla cage at the Bronx Zoo?
Why, I think Madison Square Garden. Nice, intimate place for a solo comic. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. We'll start you at the garden, son.
Madison Square Garden?
That's right.
Okay, I guess that's as good a place to start as any, huh?
Yes, it is.
After the garden, where do I go?
I would say, the Mayo Clinic.
Don't worry about that. If you're as good as you say you are and have all that talent, after the garden, I'm sure you'll have to be beating the agents away with a club.
That's true. Well, I guess I'd better get back to the hotel and tell the folks that I'm playing the garden.
You do that. It's a good idea to notify next of kin. Wow. Woo! You know, it would serve him right if you put him on at the garden?
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, you're not serious?
I am. That boy needs to be clobbered. He's a monster. They'll beat him to a pulp in the garden, put him in a box, and send him back to the Ohio State Home for the Numb.
I have never seen such an ego on a kid. I couldn't believe my ears.
This will do him a lot of good. We'll give him a lesson in humility.
He needs a lesson in smoking, too.
Well, hello, Mr. Wonderful.
I hope you don't mind me coming to see you, Cousin Danny.
No, our humble abode is honored. Sorry I didn't know you were coming. We'd have lit the incense. Sit down, sit down. I'm working on an arrangement. I'll be with you in a minute.
I didn't mean to bother you.
Then why do you?
Well, I've got a couple of routines that I'm not too sure of. I thought maybe you could help me with them.
Me? Me help the perfect act?
Perfect act?
Why, sure. Anybody who sings like Crosby, dances like Astaire, and tells jokes like Hope has got the perfect act.
That's true.
Oh,
Except that you've got things mixed up a little.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I sing like Hope, I dance like Crosby, and I tell jokes like Astaire.
It's not what you said at the office yesterday.
Yeah, I really put it on, didn't I?
Put it on?
Boy, Mr. Halper really fell for it.
Huh?
Boy, that Sammy Jacobs really knows what he's talking about.
I'd like to know what you're talking about. Who is Sammy Jacobs?
Sammy Jacobs is the director of one of the little theater groups in Toledo. Well, he knows all about show business. He advised me. He told me when you get to New York, you've got to come on like a big wheel. Come on like a big shot.
And that's what you were doing yesterday?
Well, sure. Boy, if Mr. Halper ever knew how scared I was, he never would have given me a chance.
You mean you were just putting on an act?
Holy smoke, don't tell me you swallowed it, too.
Like a hungry seal in a herring barrel.
Good thing I came here today. Cousin Denny, I need your help. Ever since I was a little kid, all I've ever wanted to do was to be in show business. When I started, I'd do anything. I was a kid working in nightclubs around town, or in an amateur group, or at the PTA, or at the Red Cross. You know, it didn't matter. And Uncle Tanu said to me, "You work hard, boy, and when you're ready, I write to Cousin Danine, and he'll help you." I worked hard. Anywhere I could get on, anywhere, just to do a show. The PTA, newspaper functions, anything in Toledo. I got discouraged. I guess you know what that is. A couple of weeks ago, I did a benefit for the newsboys. And after the show was over, I did a good show. I saw Uncle Tanus. He walked right up to me, and he said, "You ready, boy? You pack your bag. I write to Cousin Danine." And the whole world lit up for me. I knew where I was going, and I knew that once I got to you, I was safe.
Yeah. Well, you'll excuse me. I have to put something in the oven.
Huh?
My head.
Forget it.
Look, if I'm going to help you, I better start by helping you out of that benefit at Madison Square Garden. I can't let you do that.
But I've already told the folks.
Oh, never mind the folks. You can't do a solo comic act in Madison Square Garden, 25,000 people there. You know what would happen to you if you went on?
Well, I figured with my kind of act, I'd get clobbered.
You figured you'd get clobbered?
Yeah.
Well, for heaven's sakes, why were you so anxious to get on?
'Cause you wanted me to. I figured you thought maybe I needed the experience, and if you wanted me to go on, I was ready.
You forget all about the garden. I'll see that you get on the right place where you'll do the most good.
Cousin Deneen, do you think that I could ever get as far as you have in show business?
I'm afraid you haven't got the equipment for that, son.
You don't think I have enough talent?
Not enough nose.
All right, thank you. Well, thank you very much. What a wonderful audience. I certainly appreciate your attention, your concentration, but most of all, your excellent taste. You know, you're in such a good mood. I'm glad that I picked tonight to do what I'm going to do. So many people have asked, even I've asked, where does the young entertainer get his start today? In my day, when I was a young fellow knocking around, I got a chance to work in the beer gardens of Detroit, the neighborhood cafes of Chicago. A place to flop, a place to be bad, and to get better. Today, the youngster has to start right on top. Today, we have television. Guy comes to bat for the first time in Yankee Stadium, you know? Or should I say Madison Square Garden. The youngster today faces the problem he can't get a job unless he's had experience, and he can't get experience unless he's got a job. So we're going to do something about it tonight. I'd like to have you meet a newcomer to our business. First time in a professional nightclub. Ladies and gentlemen, let's help him out. Don Penny. Come on, Don, get up here. Good luck.
When I was in the Army, just recently, I had a friend. His name was Freddie Grebs. He was a little man. I guess he was about 30, 35 years old. And he'd been in the Army, I guess, all his adult life. He never knew anything else. He was a kind of a rare person to me, because you could steal the shoe polish out of his footlocker and he'd get gigged by the lieutenant and just smile. He wouldn't say anything. Or you could wear his clean uniform. A good person. The point of the story is, one day Freddie was sitting on his footlocker, shining his shoes. He looked up at me and he said that he was going to go to officer's school. Now, I just could not in my heart say to Freddie, Freddie, you don't have it to be an officer. So I kept my mouth shut. The very next day, he walked into the office of Colonel Gruber, who was in charge of the entire regiment, and he said,
Private Grebs reporting, sir. From the 3rd Labor Battalion. I was interested in going to officer school because I think that I have the ability to lead men the way they should be led. So, and I was, I'm interested in ceramics. I have a car and some single. So.
And the colonel, who was a 6'2" Kentuckian from Harvard, got up behind this big black ebony desk. He looked down at little Freddie, and he said,
Speak with more authority.
For a very long time, we've been giving the Russians lots and lots of things. Money, tanks, guns, agriculture, all kinds of wonderful things. Tractors, dams, bridges, people. We have finally received something in return. The Russians have sent us a song. This is a song, a tribute to our American astronauts.
Кішто кубрало в ню додаш, ригак ти чоковцаш, риглак те пек то фажно дрик, ебрела гак те пьешуца. Дарида, даридари, даридари. Кіштро хлоп'євушка доза. будущее. Регалах тех, кто ваш туди. И два, что два. Дарида-рида-рида, дарида-рида-рида, дарида-рида-рида-рида-рида.
Take a bow, take a bow. Wonderful. Excellent. Very good.
It's a real exciting night for a newcomer. No, I wonder why these kids clamor to get into this crazy business of ours. I don't know. Maybe it's that, I'm sure it's that indescribable something, which was described so very well by the wonderful Irving Berlin. The butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk are secretly unhappy men because the butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk get paid for what they do but no applause. They'd gladly kiss their dreary jobs goodbye for anything theatrical. And why? There's no business like show business, like no business that I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere do you get that extra feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. And there's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you opened and wow, there you are. Next day on your dressing room, oh, they've hung that wonderful star. Let's go on with the show.